In a quiet Ghanaian village, there lived a woman named Asantewaa, whose greatest desire was to have a daughter. During the day, she longed for a child to love and care for. And every evening, she prayed for a child to call her own. But fate had left her barren. Even in moments of joy, her heart felt empty. Often she would sigh and whisper, if only I had a daughter to share my life with." One radiant morning, Asantewaa tended to her yam field beneath the warm kiss of the sun. As her hoe struck the rich, dark soil, she uncovered a yam unlike any other, perfectly straight, smooth, and glistening as though carved by the gods themselves. Her face softened with joy as she gently lifted it into her hands. She whispered with longing, "If only this beautiful yam were my daughter." To her astonishment, the yam spoke. "If I were to become your daughter, would you promise never to reproach me for having once been a yam?" Startled but overjoyed, Asantewaa eagerly agreed. Instantly, the yam transformed into a beautiful young girl. Overcome with joy, Asantewaa embraced her and named her Abena. From that day forward, Abena became the joy of Asantewaa's home. Bright and full of life, she worked beside her mother with grace and devotion, kneading dough in the early mornings, harvesting yams under the warm sun, and selling their goods at the lively marketplace. Everywhere she went, people paused to admire her radiant beauty and gentle nature. Where once there had been loneliness, love now flourished. One day, Abena stayed out in the fields longer than usual. Asantewaa waited and waited, growing impatient. At last, in her frustration, she muttered, "Where can Abena be? She doesn't deserve that beautiful name. After all, she's only a yam." A small bird nearby overheard Asantewaa's words. It flew swiftly to the tree under which Abena sat resting and began to sing. "Abena, Abena, your mother is unkind. She says you are only a yam. You do not deserve your name." Hearing the song, a heavy sorrow washed over her, and tears filled her eyes. Without a word, she turned and ran home. Asantewaa, startled by her daughter's distress, rushed toward her. My daughter, what pains you so?" she cried. Through trembling lips and flowing tears, Abena answered, "Oh, my mother, you have shamed me for being a yam. You said I was unworthy of the name you gave me. Oh, my mother, my mother." With those words, she turned and ran toward the yam field where her story began. Desperate, Asantewaa followed, crying out, "Abena, Abena, do not believe it! You are my dear daughter Abena." But it was too late. In the field, she transformed back into a yam. The yam lay still on the ground, and though Asantewaa wept and begged, nothing she could do or say would bring back the daughter she had longed for so deeply. Asantewaa's wish had been granted by love, but lost by careless words. For words, once spoken, carry power, the power to heal or to break what we hold most dear.